The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They go play action here on first down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Pickett. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Pickett. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, Fields rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
To throw on second down, Pickett. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So, Charles, it'll take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 1st down. Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check 4, check 4.
Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get team.
On 1st down, Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Time to go, night.
They'll look to throw again. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Miles Jack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free.
Showtime.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down, it's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, this is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw again. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hey, check back 34.
Back to throw. Pickett. He's going to float this one deep right side. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. A shotgun snap. Fields buying time to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Throwing again is Fields. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Pickett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run it with Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mike two, right here. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Check four.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Again, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bears, it's a rare